Traditional animation for today, no more cutout. Look, we have this animation of the robot and the dude bouncing. Bam, bam. Next thing that we have to do is animate these two. So we have this main pose here, and now we need another pose, which is going to be these two dudes looking up. So I'm going to work super rough, because I want to make a rough animation before committing to the final anime. Cool. So this is my process. Boom. So for example, here this dude will be looking up. Something like this. The head is something like this. Bam. The eye. The hair, baby band. I don't care to be super accurate right now. What I want to do is just establish or create a key pose for this character here. The arm is relaxed, so we're going to have this S curve here, this bam and bam here. The hand will be up. Does it make sense? They will feel like that when they are holding this dude. Let's see, because this thing will be straight like this. I want to also make this feel. So maybe even a stretching. Something like this, and bam, 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 bam. Let me reduce the opacity of this. Wow. The arm here, bam, holding here. The head will be looking up. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. The base of the legs will still be there. Bam. Where's the length of this? Bam. Walking in your shoes. Bam. So this is my quick sketch of how all of this will look like. Coolness, bam, bam, bam. And I just have to polish this. Polish, what the heck I'm talking about. I just have to animate this. Right in front of you. Bam, bam. Let's do a quick rough animation here. So from here to here. Where's the bam? So from here to here, we're staying with the same trampoline like that. Bam, bam. You know what? All of this should be higher, I think. I feel. That's why I'm roughing out this before committing to doing a tie down, because I want to figure out the mechanics and how is that all of this could make sense. And because of crowd characters, it's not a big deal, but still I don't want it to look off. I want to have something that feels properly correct. So from here to here, you can see that's why I made this, because yeah, if this dude is going to fall, the arms will fall down a bit, right? So the hands fall here, bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. I will redraw again the entire frame, but just to have something quick to draw on top of. Bam. I wanna heal, I wanna heal. Bam. We're having a more complex animation here. Just moving the dude a little bit more than the other dude. Somewhere I belong, bam. Bam, bam. Somewhere I belong. Boom, there you go. And now, let's see. Then here we need to settle. Bam, bam, bam. I want him, bam. Somewhere I belong. Somewhere I belong. Somewhere I belong. Bam. Cool, let's see. So I have two options here. Can I make these dudes follow with the eyes? The dude is like, and then look at each other and being run, or being like, and then just keep looking at there and then looking at each other and then just running. They should follow with that. They should follow with the head. Done. Just a head tilt. Then the rest could be the same. Oh no, the head tilts here, cool. I can't wait to design these poses. Very graphic dudes. This emo dude. Don't start again. Bam. Yeah. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. No, storage full. What the heck? We'll continue here. We don't care about that phone. The only bad thing is I will not be able to clip anything from this video, but I don't care. Bam, 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 bam. I always forgot to clean the phone just to delete all the videos that I recorded before. Just like you always do, just like you always do. This should be the position again of the arms. How it is. Alter. Who I keep on lying to. Let your girl open just to watch me red. Oof, one. Cool, we have that. Bam, bam. We're slowing in here, but I will leave that by later. I'm going to put the frames that I need first. You know, I maybe don't have to move this dude. Like, I can keep this pose here too, so there's no need to move this dude like crazy. Yeah, I can figure out a pose around that. So I don't have to move this dude like crazy. Yeah, I'll figure out a pose like that. So it's like bam, bam. Okay, we need to put some time here because it's like boom, boom, and then explosions, and then they turn to look at each other. I want that. And then from here to here. I can maybe squash this dude. I can squash. It's like, I'm out of here, dude. Bam, bam. And then here, we're going straight ahead. I'm still looking at the phone. I'm going straight ahead here. Beam. And here, bam. Resettle here, bam. We keep squashing here. Bam, boom, disappears. So we are here. Zoom. Huh? Get out of here, dude. There's like film. Bam. Cool. So we have this. And then there's like, wait. Boom. Disappeared. Wow. Bam. Done. Let's look at the animation. Look at these characters only. Yeah, dude. Bam. See, we put that. It's like, oh shit, guys, get out of here. Bam. Cool. Bam. See how I made this a little bit more fluid, and this one's super tack, because I'm going to cut a lot of corners as possible here, because I don't want to spend too much time cleaning up every scene. So I'm going to do a lot of limit animation, just moving some specific isolating parts. So that's why I'm leaving just the clues that I need. For me, when I go to the tie-down, I just add the things that I need. Bam, bam. And then the rest, because it's a more of like a motion kind of stuff, boom, I'm adding a little bit more frames or more information. But other than that, that's all. That's the only thing that I need. So yeah, that's it. Let's go to the other dude. So here I'm going to use the same timing. So for example, here instead I can make this dude there's some desynchronization on the timing. So when the fat dude starts anticipating, this dude is just getting there. Is getting there. Bam. It's getting there. Bam. So this hand will be grabbing the thing. Well, this one is going to start disconnecting from there. Bam. Bam. Maybe this is a supporting leg, and this leg here is going to start lifting up. Even though I'm starting to draw, for example, I'm starting here drawing the leg before drawing another part of the body. It's like I don't have I'm just drawing whatever I'm starting to draw whatever I want because I'm allowing myself to have fun and experiment and finding beautiful shapes for this character. And maybe I will not find the pose while drawing the pose itself, but maybe I'll find it um, when I'm drawing another frame. Here I can settle this hand. Bam. Bam. Now I'm not playing until I finish. Then from here to here I'm going to stretch. Almost like the same animation of the other dude. Bam, bam. Eh. Dude, what the heck? The voice of that. Amazing, dude. Bam. And I'm holding this thing between the two characters because I don't want to animate a hand and a secondary action, and I'm trying to keep this simple. Bam. And then disappears. Bam. Bam. I'm trying to give this the shape of the dude. So bam. Boom. There you go. That's the animation now. Better. Awesome. The animation is there. Now the the moment of the truth doing the tie down. Cool. This is going to take some time. Let's go. Let's just start with this first block. New layer, tie down. Yum 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 yum. Cool, so we have to the blue. So we have this frame, which is already working as a tie down. Now we need this one over here. Okay, let's go one character at a time. That's how we have to do this. So let me bring the color card here. Let me decrease the opacity of this. So let's go. So what is my Rafa saying? It's saying, oh, the arm will go, the hand will go up. So in order to make everything super simple, I'll copy the same shape design that I established for the hand. Flip, rotate it, we'll put it here. Bam. So I know the proportions will not change like crazy. And I'm always flipping while designing this, so I can keep track of all of these points between both frames, so it doesn't go that crazy. And bam, flipping to see if I'm preserving the shapes. Boom, more organicness there. So it feels a stretch when the dude falls down. Bam! And to have a better rotation of the body, I'm going like that. So when it goes down, it feels it goes down just by changing the tilt of this curve. There you go. And here this line, instead of in this way, I'm going to draw it the other way like that. Bam. That's it. Oopsie. But let's just do something like this. Good. This boop will go up. Boom, boom. We're each other. We're each other. We're each other. Cool. Bam, bam, bam. So I'm seeing this for the body. I'm seeing this side plane here, and I'm seeing this top plane. So I'm going to design the head of this dude on top of this. See? Now, I want to choose the character and model, so I'm going to activate the shift and trace and move this around like this. And with this shape, now I can start designing, moving this shape, tilting this shape around. See? So I'm going to now draw the head on top of this. Bam! And I'm just translating the same lines that I have here, but in perspective. More volume on that nose. Mm-hmm. Bam. Something really cool that a mentor of mine told me once is that try to design each frame as if it was as if it was a frame for a picture frame, like to put on a wall. Because he was like, I want to pause the animation at any time and being able to see a beautiful frame. And I like that. And from there, I just add some extra stuff. I put some more time on these characters and these animations to create beautiful shapes, beautiful drawings. See? Maybe I can even foreshortening this a bit more to have a better silhouette here. So I have to decide, do I want this on top of the line, inside of the shape, or out of this? And I want it maybe inside. Cool. And then what I can do right now is release the thing. Oh, so maybe I don't need this eye. Yeah. It's like, boom. It's like, oh, dude, you're a screw up. It's like, oh, dude, you're a screw up. I'm drawing through even though we might not see any of this. Just because I like everything to make sense. Bam. Awesome. Squash that boob. Well, I'll fix that later. Maybe I can grab everything and stretch everything a bit up. Bam, bam. So it feels this squash here. Bam. Awesome. We have the first pose and we have the last pose. Now this dude. Let's draw this stuff here. Chill. Now here, I don't even know how this character looks. Okay, yeah, I have a clue. Maybe just play around. Yeah, no, it's there. One hand here, shoulders around here. I have to draw my own hand to see how the heck a palm looks on this side. Bam. Bam. Cool. Awesome. So a hand on that view will look something like this. Hopefully, let me flip. Oh no. From behind. This is the pose. I need to look at from behind. Okay, let's take advantage of the phone because now that I don't have space, notifications, no distractions, get out of here. Photo. Bam. So this will be something like let's see if this works. Bam. Uh-huh. Yes, this is the view of the hand. Awesome. So what I'm going to do now is just translate that into a cartoony hand. I like to group the pinky and these fingers into one single shape, and then the index finger can have some asymmetry here. And then one line all of this. Let me color this with red so it's not confusing. Awesome. And now I have to design this better. Follow this, it's clearer. I'm trying to understand here the way this finger goes all the way around, and it's something like this. And then we have this fold here. Cool. This is the only thing that I needed to understand, which is the overlap of the side and the pinkies. So I can simplify it here. Bamm. Cool. That's a hand. Get out of here. Get out of here. Cool. So the legs will be thinner. Because rock stars use very tight panties. So this could reflect how tight are these panties. I will add something here that I will later regret, but will be a belt. And I am following the perspective of the rough pass, which I hope is okay. A broken t-shirt because these are punks. No. Bamm. Buying all of this with tattoos. Too much to track. I will regret adding that. But it's needed for the world building. I can maybe simplify all of this into one shape like this. Boom. Nah, I like this thing. And I'm not spending too much time because I know that I'm going to come up with the design of the head on a frame next to this, so I'm chill with this. Here we have this hair. See how I'm always drawing these attachments here to see how is that this thing is going to be placed on top of the hair properly. Solid drawing. Bam. Solid drawing. That shape will help me communicate that this dude is using super tight panties. Beautiful. Actually, this will work perfectly. Yeah. Oh, what the heck I did do? That was setting the previous frame. I just, well, okay. Okay, this is. I just tie down this frame over here. But anyways. Now I notice something. This is the length of that arm, or that's how I'm going to stretch. So this should be more relaxed. Let me make this smaller. Dude, my brain is in like 15 different places right now at the same time. But that's the funny part. How is that all? How is that animating? How is that doing all of this? Help us in some way to 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 develop some other skills that are not necessarily animation related, but also the skills of concentration, discipline, or like being able to develop our work ethic. Like, dude, I'm like, I'm really showing these videos how I'm literally spend time doing a frame which was not intended to be like that frame because I just trace on top of that. I use an onion skin to come up with a frame, and what I ended up doing is designing on top of the onion skin. I'm like, what the heck I was doing for the last 10 minutes or whatever. It's like, I'm also, I am, I do fall into these traps, mental traps too. I don't like to tag myself in any type of stuff. Like, I don't like to say that I have this or I have this or I have this. No, I don't like to. The other day I talked this with a friend. I don't want those things to. I don't want to feel like I don't have control over things, so I don't say that I have things. I just try to get better and improve. Beauty. That's also cool too. Now, I have to specify. Look, I have round corner here, round corner here, round corner here. She'll have straight corners on the arms. Makes not much sense, right? Boom. Awesome. Awesome. So this is a combination between the frame that I'll do later and the frame that I have. Let me just fix everything right now. For example, here, this frame will be here, but instead with the arms like that will be extended. Then I just copy and paste this. Bam. Awesome. And the only thing that I'm going to do is grab all of this. Maybe move everything down. Also, what if this dude doesn't have an arm? No. Me just trying to look for excuses to not keep drawing. How this arm will look in that view. Something like this. Awesome, bam. So I have to translate this realistic hand. So I have to translate that realistic hand into a cartoony hand. Circle. Fingers here. Group these fingers here. Isolate the index here. This other volume here for the thumb. And make the other thumb go like that way. Bam. Now simplify. Awesome, that's the hand. This is a rough of the hand. To reduce the opacity. Oops. How long is this video? 1 hour. Overlapping line here. That rhythm will create another rhythm like this here. And that rhythm like that will get all the way here towards this thumb. Finger here. Bam, something like this. Cool. Get out of here. Not bad. It's okay. We're not even seeing this shit. Bam. And the attachment of this dude. See, it's important, that attachment, because that line here will now change. The position into something like that. Because we'll be attached towards that direction to follow the attachment there. And we're not seeing the other attachment on the other side, so chill. Bam, bam. And then I copy and paste this here. And now the attachment might change a bit. Bam, bam, bam. Cool, so this one, reduce the opacity. Reduce opacity and move up. I'm going to do a quick rough pass of the head. Whoa, I'll have to do a quick rough pass of the head here. Bam, bam. Super flat this shit. There you go, more 3D. Bam. Cool, time to tie down all of this stuff. So sometimes I go back and do a rough on top of the tie down to then do a final tie down. The heck is this? The ear shouldn't be here. Oh fuck. I copy the two path. I can reuse this. Come on. I think I can just... Okay, this is very confusing. Let me grab the red color. I'm going to do something. Right click. Select strokes with... What the heck I need to do it? Okay, yeah. Select the strokes with... Well, no, select the strokes with current color. I'm going here. So this thing should be attached like this, and the jaw should be like this. Awesome. Cheeks should be attached there. Forehead like that. Awesome. Time. Okay, cool. That's a head. There you go. And this piercing, the thing should be around here. Why? Because if I just move it like this, I will leave this negative space here that is going to create this contour part of the ear. So I'm moving my shapes to create volumes in the negative space. Crazy, huh? No, I get rid of this, la puta madre. Cool, and then I'll just tie down that frame and that's it. So I'm going to select with current color, accept this, group, and I'm going to reduce the opacity of this, and I'm going to clean on top of this frame. Bam. That's funny. Bam. Bam. Drawing around, just adding darker lines where I want them to be. Time. Ooh! Okay, guys, I have to go. I have to go. Bam. I have to go. So, this is just a preview of how we did the rough animation for these two characters, how we designed the main key poses, and on the next frame, on the next video, I'm going to finish this animation, and also design the key poses for this other part of the scene. Bam, bam, it's almost there. Bam, cool. Now we'll push the timing on the dude of this on this side. Cool. Fresh eye on the next videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe, huh? Bye bye.